In the past, tourists used to be able to freely climb up the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt. All 10 brothers served in the Second World War, and all 10 returned home. A gigantic man in a New York tavern. A stylish family with their dog in 1910. This amazing picture was taken in Paris by George Hoyningen-Huene, 1934. Easter bunny costumes were absolutely horrifying in the 1950s. A Young Boy and His Dog from 1889. A Group of Friends in South Richmond, Virginia, 1938. Canyon de Chelly, Arizona, 1900. A picture of 3 sisters taken almost 100 years ago. Photographer Margaret Bourke-White taking a photo from the top of a building in 1935. A Ford Model 8 pickup waits for a train to pass at a railroad crossing, 1930. A family from the farm enjoying dinner in 1940. The fattest man in Europe in 1955. This is how MGM filmed its iconic movie intro. A lamplighter at work in 1898. The old Cincinnati Library before being demolished, 1874 to 1955. In the 1940s, car seats for children were incredibly dangerous. Two flappers of the 1920s posing in front of a car. A rare picture of the Grand Prix of 1912. 5 teenage girls on an old Ford in Oregon, 1931. Unemployed worker with a Social Security tattoo during the Great Depression. Picture of a brother and sister in Chicago, 1945. I love their fashions and her purse. Father and daughter riding penny farthings together in England. A beautiful young woman posing with her cat more than 100 years ago. London in 1937. In the past, ads were straight to the point. 1946. Daily life in Harlem, 1946. A street scene in Pennsylvania, 1941. Kids playing in Brooklyn, 1948. Louis Renault with his first car in 1898. A Beautiful Woman from 1912. Photographer Margaret Bourke perches on a gargoyle at the top of the Chrysler Building in New York, 1935. A soldier getting a shoe shine on 125th Street, New York City, 1946. Three Friends in Brooklyn, 1940. Children of tenant farmer eating bread and flour gravy, Oklahoma, 1939. A Wild West saloon from 1890. A saloon in Wyoming in the late 1800s. Daily life in the streets of New York City. Family of a Native American sharecropper. Their home is shown behind them. Children with a Pumpkin Before Halloween, 1920s. Here is a photo of a young girl in a goat cart in Central Park, 1875. The owner of the bar posing with a rifle in Idaho, late 1800s. This was New York City in 1879. Little Girl and Her Kitty, Harlem, 1949. A busy street in Toronto. One of the first houses at Queen Avenue in Seattle, 1870.